Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the sequel to Rise of the Planet. We'll open with some gameplay from Plague Inc., showing that humanity is falling because of the simian flu, and the apes are rising with their skeleton face paint. And they're organized as they're chasing CGI deer. I'm totally not one of them, look at my face paint. Caesar's son Blue Eyes ignores his dad's orders and goes in for the kill. But a Californian grizzly unextincts itself to attack Caesar's son. The deer escapes as Caesar helps his son out. But, it's still a giant grizzly bear, so Caesar calls for help and Coda answers by flying in, spearing the bear. Blue Eyes is pretty messed up from it, but whatever. They head back to Ape Village, and they're organizing, they're teaching language, sort of. And Blue Eyes might like Uncle Koba more. But no time to think about that, because some apes with face masks tell Caesar that his mate's going into labor. And Cornelia has Cornelius. Because reference. Then Caesar and Maurice hang out, talk about how it's been apparently 10 to 15-ish years, and they haven't seen any lights from the city in 2 years, so they think humans are gone. Meanwhile, Blue Eyes and his buddy Ash head out, and they bump right into Carver, the human who immediately freaks out, pulls his gun, and shoots Ash, which alerts his pack and the group of monkeys. Malcolm notices they're getting smarter as Caesar yells for them to go, and they do as they're chased. Unknowingly by Koba and Bulk and Skull here, who see them at the Golden Gate checkpoint. The humans meet up with Commissioner Gordon. He hops in the Jeep, and apparently they're looking for a dam nearby that they think might be able to work. He also asks about Caesar.
He was remarkable. Really? Is that what you thought?
It's what we saw.
Yeah, it's what we all saw.
Come on, Carver. He's played by Andy Serkis. He's a legend, especially with mocap. Shit, he was also in a Batman product. It's always connected. Commissioner Gordon says they gotta keep this a secret. As Koba and co. snuck in, and they head home to tell everyone they should attack. But Caesar yells no, and says this is a bad idea. We got a good thing going on. We don't want to mess that up. I don't care that Koba has been experimented on by humans. We're not gonna mess with them. But the next day, they get all 10 zillion apes they have, and some horses, and roll up to the humans, somehow passing the Golden Gate checkpoint without anyone noticing. Caesar says apes want peace. Leave us alone. Malcolm walks up to him, but he's scared shitless about how loud Caesar's voice is and how organized the apes are to say that humans want peace too. So the inaccurately placed Redwood Forest is the apes' home, which is unfortunate because the dam is in between them, and if the humans don't fix that up, all their diesel engines are gonna fail in 2 weeks. It's only been 10 to 15 years. You couldn't salvage any solar panels or hell go caveman and just run on giant hamster wheels for electricity. They also want to go to Fort Point to see its stockpile guns. Why they don't just live at Fort Point in the first place, I don't know. So Malcolm has 3 days to figure something out, or they're going to go raise ape. He's going to bring his crew of Ellie, the medic, Carver, the dam repairman, Kemp, and his son Alex. Malcolm gets jumped by gorillas and taken to Caesar, which he's allowed to speak to if he keeps it down. And Koba wants to kill him, but Caesar says, shut your ass. So Malcolm takes the apes to the dam, which is conveniently next to the river the apes use. He tries explaining that it's a hydroponic facility that turns water into electricity. Caesar's fine with this, but they have to turn over their guns first. And because this is California and not Texas, they actually listen to reason. But Koba's still hating. And Carver's hating because he thinks the apes are going to attack them. Instead of just sending his happy ass home to tell the humans that we cool, they just continue on with him. As Koba sneaks off with his friends to go to Point Fort. And place is apparently loaded with weapons, so why don't the humans just live here? Again, whatever. As Koba sneaks in to get a closer look at a missile launcher, as some humans find him. But Koba uses that silly ape charm to get out. At the dam, there's a cave-in. But the apes help. Everything's gonna be alright. They find a gun. Carver snuck a shotgun, which breaks Caesar's one rule, so he tells the humans to GTFO. But they have a doctor. And Caesar's mate is not feeling well, so Caesar gives them 1 day to fix his shit. But the apes will help. But Carver has to GTFO. So they really didn't need him in the first place if they could just, do it without him. But Koba's still hating, so Caesar smacks some sense into him.
Ape. Not kill.
He said the thing! So Koba sneaks back to Fort Point, and uses that silly ape charm to endear himself and get some guns from these 2 guys who were too dumb to report Koba in the first place.
Double kill.
And hey, they got the power on. Cobra jumps Carver. But whatever, the lights are on, the humans are happy, the apes are happy, everything's gonna be okay, then Cobra snipes Caesar in the chest. And he starts a fire, blames the humans, and stirs up some anti-human hate. As Maurice learns how to speak to say run to the humans. And Blue Eyes really is following in Cobra's step, as they seize the armory. Now armed with guns, they seize the human settlement, riding horses and Cobra even dual-wielding. The humans send out a tank, but because this is a video game, Cobra just takes out a couple people and he somehow both drives it and shoots the turret at the same time. And they ram the gates, seizing the city. Back with Malcolm and Pac, they find Caesar and choose to save him and nurse him back to health. Back with Cobra, he tells Ash to bludgeon some old people, but he doesn't want to, and Cobra says that's okay. So Cobra grabs Ash and yeets him to his death. As the apes have taken the city. Caesar's weak, so he decides to hide out in the house from the last film. And it's kind of sweet seeing Caesar remember. But they need meds, so Malcolm has to sneak out and hide from the apes to go get some meds, just for him to bump into the Blue Eyes. But he doesn't shoot and goes home with him. Caesar explains the situation, and Blue Eyes acts as a spy for Caesar, freeing his loyalist. But oh no, Cobra's moving into the city and he's bringing the women and children, so they gotta move quicker. Heading for the subway, they bump into Commissioner Gordon, and he explains that they called in the army or whatever, and they're gonna blow up the tower the apes really like. Malcolm says, "We want peace, damn it," and Gordon says, "Whatever," as Caesar climbs to face Cobra. And Gordon says, "We're doing this whether you like it or not," and he blows the tower. Less destroying it and more just severely damaging it. Caesar faces off with Cobra. It's kind of a mirror of what Cobra did to the doctor guy in the last film, dropping him. And Cobra's like, "Ha, you hypocrite. Ape don't kill ape." And Caesar's like, "You a fake-ass ape. And I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you," as he drops him. As he falls to his death. There we go. Happy ending and peace and for all. Yeah, the army's coming. We gotta move. Shit. But Caesar forgives all the apes. This is a really good film. Well, yes, the character of Connor is basically worthless, just being the asshole of the film, where they need him to repair the dam until they don't. But the action, the effects, and the acting is really great all around. And it's really cool to see the, rise of the apes and the fall of humanity. Cobra's a really intimidating villain that makes you almost feel for his tragic backstory until you realize he's also a xenophobic, ruthless maniac. Overall, I like this more than Rise, and if you didn't like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, give Dawn a try. 8.5 out of 10. Make sure to hit the like button, share with your friends, comment your thoughts and opinions, and subscribe if you're new.